Hello, hello, friends. It is Dion with the Blushing Mint. Welcome back. So today I am still having a play in my craft space. I have been creating some additional ephemera and pockets, tags, tucks, etc. to go into our Summer Prelude journal. And I thought, one of the things that I need to do is I need to make some hand-dyed, hand-stamped paper to go in here. I think I'm going to incorporate that in several of the pockets and whatnot. And so I thought, you know what? If I'm going to have a play, I'm going to bring my friends along with me to my little playtime. So anyway, it's a Dion and me play date. So thank you for joining me. Thank you for being here. Thank you for just always being so kind. I truly, truly appreciate each and every one of you. And I hope that when you come here, you find either some inspiration, something to laugh about, some sort of good feeling comes your way when you stop by my channel. So I just want to thank you. So what I have here is I have some just basic plain copy dyed paper that I did right here in my shed. And then I just splurged on myself. Let's just call it my Mother's Day gift to myself. And I bought two Tim Holtz Stampers Anonymous rubber stamp sets. And I think I'm going to use these in my papers today. And then I, of course, have a picture of inspiration from the kit. This is one of the digital pages from Ephemera's Vintage Garden that I'm using for this journal. And so I have that out, and that has allowed me and inspired me to kind of choose my color palette here for how I'm going to color these pages. And so I thought, you know what? You guys can just come along with me on my little journey as I knock half my desk down, getting the things I need. Welcome to my world. So anyway, let's have a bit of a play. So the inks and everything that I'm using are all water-based. Nothing fancy about them. I have some old Stampin' Up! Ones. And I have Printworks. I thought this was a Stampin' Up, but I have no idea. Stampin' Up. And then I have some distressed inks, some sprays. I have some color wash tints. We're just going to see what happens, friends. But I need to do, I think, heck, I might do all these. I don't know. Let's just see what happens. So when I start this process, I usually always start with my lightest ink first. So that's going to be my pink to get started here. It's always easier said than done to get the tops off. And I just use, you guys, these are sandwich wraps. This is like sandwich wrap material. I got like 500 of them for just a few bucks on Amazon, and they work great for mats, you know, for just making a mess on. That's basically what I do, is I just use them to make a mess. And then I put my ink on there, spray some water on it, tap my paper around a little bit, upside down, right side up. No rhyme or reason. This ink doesn't give me a lot of color. That is the one thing that I did forget about this particular one, is I don't get a lot of color from this ink. So, you know, here, let's just do this and see what happens, you know, because, you know, there is no right or wrong way to play, is there? I don't know, maybe. I mean, I guess. So we're going to do that. So let's do that over a couple of these pages. And this being water-based, every time we add water to it or pick up another color, it's going to change how that pink pulls through. So, you know, I mean, hey, like I said, we are literally just playing. Get out your inks and some paper and some old coffee and have a bit of a play. And I'm being fairly gentle as I rub this across. I don't want too heavy of color on there. Subtlety is the key. All right, so enough with pink, enough with that color. All right, let us try to get this back on, Dion. Here we go. All right, let us try lilac. Let's see if lilac gives us any better success this way. See what happens. Ooh, lovely. Lovely. Okay. Yeah, so I will, we're going to stamp, we're going to ink, we're going to do all sorts of things to these pages. So, yeah. And that's just plain water in a spray bottle there that I have. Nothing fancy going on there. Actually, I should, that's actually truly not true. Because I actually, that ink, or that water has some peppermint oil in it. Not because I need it, but I actually had a spray bottle that I had taken to, I think it was the PBR last year here in Livingston, and I put ice water in a spray bottle just because when it gets so hot, and I have had like heat stroke before, and I need to have cold water at the ready. And so I put peppermint oil and some lavender in my little spray bottle that I took with me to the PBR. And well, I was roaming around out here in my craft shed for some reason. Don't ask why, because I literally don't have the answer to that. But I dumped it into, I ran out of water and I just dumped it into my spray bottle. And so my water here smells fabulous. So of course my papers are going to smell fabulous too, because they have some peppermint oil in it. All right, so now I've picked raspberry. We'll just randomly pick these up. This is such a precise process, guys. You know, because you know me, I'm a super precise crafter. It's how I like to roll. All the precision. So not true, friends. You should know better than that. Not this girl. Okay, raspberry. All the raspberries. All right, I am going to take and I am going to pause you while I dry these off real quick, and I will be back with you momentarily. Don't go anywhere, friends. Magic's going to happen. Hang tight. Okay, so I got these all dried. So this is kind of what they're looking like right now, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to add some, I think, saltwater taffy. This is like one of my very favorite colors. Just like the prettiest corally, pinky, peachy. I don't know. I just like it. It's a make me feel happy color. And I'm not wanting to cover any specific, I don't want to cover the whole thing. I just want really splotches, literally splotches of color. That's just the look I'm going for. I don't know. Very kind of watercolory. I don't know. Whoop! I just sprayed that everywhere and I have no idea where it went, but I'm going to have some pretty things on the other side of me here. That was kind of funny, not going to lie. So yeah. Anywho, so what's everybody up to? What's happening in everybody's world? Give me some feedback of what you have going on. Summer is coming. Is anybody vacationing? My daughter is actually planning our vacation, our family vacation. We are going to take a family vacation. We have not taken a family vacation in a couple years, actually. Almost, geez, I don't know if it's been 2 or 3 years. We have not taken a family vacation. Now, mind you, family vacation is my husband, myself, and my daughter, our daughter. And we are going to go to New England this fall. We are going to do a, my daughter, we're going to fly into Boston, and my daughter wants to go to Salem and visit the witchy town, as she calls it. So we're going to go to Salem and spend a day in Salem, and then we're going to do like a Gilmore Girls. If any of you have watched Gilmore Girls, you'll understand. If you have not watched Gilmore Girls, for heaven's sakes, get on the Gilmore Girls bandwagon. It is an older television show, but the whole thing is shown on, the whole series is on Netflix, and it is absolutely amazing. My daughter and I watched it together from our own homes, and always laughed. We truly, honestly feel like the Gilmore Girls is kind of the story of Michaela and I. It's almost uncanny, and if you are related to me, you'll probably maybe understand it. Anywho, we're going to do kind of like a Gilmore Girls tour as well, and we're going to go to several of the little towns there and around there, and visit like the inns and all the little downtowns and the little parks and all of those things. And then we're going to go to we're going to see the covered bridges, as many covered bridges as we can get in our week. And no rhyme, no reason, no nothing. We are just going to go. We're not booking hotels or anything. Where we land for the night is where we land. And where we drive for the day is where we drive. It's going to be fun. So she is planning our vacation. So are you taking any vacations? What do you got going on? I am going to be right back, though. I'm going to pause you and dry these and come back. So don't go anywhere. Don't go anywhere. Start typing in the comments. Tell me what your summer looks like. Okay, friends, I am back. And so this is what our papers currently look like. And again, this is, let's get out our little inspiration here. So they probably don't look like a whole lot of anything right now. This one is a hot mess, but it can be used for anything. And then I did a couple green pages just in case. So that's where we're sitting right now. And so now I'm going to get out our new stamps. And I'm just going to put some text in the background. So I'm going to grab this text stamp. And I'm getting my permanent ink palette out, Distress Permanent Ink, because I do not, if I go back and add any water or anything to this to change the colors or anything, I don't want it to bleed. So I am going to go ahead and I am going to use dun, 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 I guess Vintage Photo. So this one, let's start here. And I'm just going to pick a page and randomly just start to lay some text in there. And again, it doesn't look like much, but we really don't want it to look like much. It's just background. It's basically just textural. That's all we're doing, is adding extra texture. And I love these stamps because you can't really read the text anyway. It's just very random. And if you can read it, well then that's a bonus, I guess. Oh, sorry. I just had a random text message, and it threw me for a loop. And so I just got all nice and silent there for a second while I was thinking. I'm so sorry. Gosh. Okay. So I need to stop. I need to pause you for a second, and I need to call my husband. So I'll be right back. Okay. So sorry, I was on the phone, so while I was on the phone, I just continued working because that's just how I am. So I used my text stamp and I stamped all my pages. Then I grabbed one of the other stamps from the other set, and I'm just randomly stamping those around here as well. And so the first time I used Vintage Photo on the text, and this time I'm using ground espresso for the fleur-de-lis. So I do use a couple different colors of inks just to, again, add that extra layer of dimension and texture. And I just literally pick a part of the stamp and just stamp. I don't want full, complete images anywhere. That's not really what I'm looking for. I like I like random. So yeah, so then I'm just gonna continue here adding some more of this texture, and then I'll come back and kind of show you what it looks like when I have these pages done. So don't go anywhere, friends. I'll be back. I promise I will. Okay, so I have those all stamped, and I'll show you those. So yeah, okay, so anywho, those are some pages then that will work and kind of coordinate with our journal here, that I can use these now for like backing our tags. I can use them to fill pockets and tuck spots and whatnot, but it's just kind of nice to have a few different items to pull from for creating some additional ephemera. So speaking of ephemera, let me go through and kind of show you a few of the items I have selected and what I have created so far to go in the pages of our Summer Prelude journal. So I'm going to open, I have everything in the center of the signature here. So I'm going to open that up. And so I think I'm going to have this envelope as a flip out coming from the center of the signature. And then I made this top loading pocket with a side pocket here. And I actually think this I'm going to sew into the center of the signature. So I'll sew it here, you know, as I do my 3-hole pamphlet stitch. This will get sewed, and then the threads will come through here. I'll cut those off, and then I'll glue this, and this will then become a pocket here and a side tuck here, and then it will flip over here, and I can decorate this as well. So I've got that. I've cut a belly band, and I just backed this. This is one of those from the texture paste from yesterday, and I love it. And so I'm going to sew around this, I think, cut it to size. I'll sew around it, and I backed it with just some standard cardstock. I selected one of our glassine pockets with the butterflies inside. Then we created this top loading envelope pocket. Love it. We have our decorated flip up bag pocket. So we've got 3 pockets here to use from. And then I had selected that coin pocket that I had made in pre-made ephemera, and I cut out, I fussy cut one of the images from one of the pages from the kit, and then I just adhered that to that, and then I lined the inside of the envelope just to give it a little extra structure, added a pocket and a piece of the ephemera that comes from the kit. And so that is another item that's going to go in here. So those are some things that I have gotten, that I've been working on. And then I also, let me come to my finished basket. I also lined, I cut our tags, the tag bases that we made, and I lined those with just some paper from the kit, on the back, and I've got some journaling cards, and then I cut some tags, and I'm going to decorate these at some point, and so we'll use those inside the kit as well, or inside the journal as well. I'm going to end up sewing around those, I think, but yeah, these turned out awesome, and I just simply added some paper to the back, so these can be perfect journaling space. So I've got those things ready to go, and so now I feel like I need to maybe just start decorating or something. I just don't know. So anyway, now you kind of see how everything just plays out together. So this is my process, guys. It's just a slow building of ideas and thoughts, and then it will all start to come to fruition. So while I was having a play today making my papers and whatnot, I just thought I'd bring you along and kind of show you my process. And then as we go through the journal, you'll see all of these things come together. So anyway, not a whole lot of excitement in today's video, but regardless, you're getting to see a little bit more of where my brain goes and what happens. And I hope that it inspires you to get out some paper and some inks and some stamps and just play. Just get in your craft rooms and play, friends. So for now, I'm going to call that a video, and I will chat with you guys in the next video. But as always, please take time to do things for yourself. Go get into your craft room, take a walk, do something that allows you time to relax. And if that is something creative, I love it. That's awesome. So until the next time that we visit, friends, take care, be well, and we'll chat again real soon. Bye-bye.